Hallo zusammen, willkommen von Deutschkurs. Ich heiße Amit Kaur. Ich bin Assistenzprofessor an der IPSA Academy. In diesem Video sehen wir der Grundlage der deutschen Sprache. We are going to see the basics for the German language in this video. Wir lernen die Artikel. Erste unbestimmter Artikel. Was ist unbestimmter Artikel? When it comes to in the nominative case, we are taking these articles, that is in the masculine form, in the feminine form, in the neutrum, in the plural. When it comes to masculine, we have ein, feminine is your einer, neutrum is your ein, and in unbestimmter article, we don't have our plural form. But when it comes to bestimmter article, das ist the in English. Now, how do we write with the masculine? It is your der. We have feminine is your die. We have neutrum is your das. And we have plural is your die again. These are our articles for unbestimmter and bestimmter article, and we are focusing on this lecture the nominative case throughout. Now, let's just see some example related to it. When it comes to articles, we also need the noun, nomen. Now, if our focus is on the question, was befindet sich an der Schultasche? Was befindet sich an der Schultasche? So, wir haben viele oder verschiedene Sachen an der Schultasche. Now, when it comes to masculine, we can take it as ein Kuli. Ein Kuli, that is a pen. Eine Geldtasche. Eine Geldtasche. Wallet, a small wallet. We can also have ein, that is the neutrum, lienel. Lienel. Every noun has its capital letter at the first. The first letter is always in the capital form. So that is Kuli, Geldtasche and lienel. Okay. Now we can see in the bestimmter article, that is der, die and das. If we see here, we have Kugelschreiber, for the die we can take it as a bunter Stift, that is a color pen. The first is your pen and then is your color pen. We have das, lienel, or we can also take as das Buch. We can also take it as a das Heft, that is a notebook. These are all the things that we have in our Schultasche. And for the die, when it comes in the plural form, we can also take this as a Buntstifte, that is a color pens or color pencils. So we are having some words related to it, as in with the bestimmter and unbestimmter article. Ein Kuli, pen. Eine Geldtasche, that is wallet. Ein Lienel, a ruler. For the bestimmter article, der Kugelschreiber, die Buntstift, das Lienel, das Buch, das Heft. In plural we have die Buntstifte. So now we can look it into the how to formulate die Sätze mit Nominativ Case. When it comes to Nominativ Kasus, was ist Nominativ Kasus? Nominative is the subject of the sentence. It is the subject of the sentence that is taking an action, and it goes with the subject can be Sache and the subject can be Person. When the subject can be Sache, it gives the answer to the question was, and when the subject is a person, it gives an answer to the question where, who, what and who. So if we have seen some words related to the objects, so if we say was ist das, was ist das. Das is not here an article, it is related to the Sache that is there. It is this and that. So was ist das, and if we just take an example, das ist Kuli, that is pen. Or we can take it as a das Kuli ist billig, or das Kuli ist teuer. Anything you can say, the expensive or it is cheap or economical. So here what is that? This subject, this is your subject and this is your nominative case. That is your subject is a nominative case. Okay. Das Kuli ist billig, that is teuer. Das Kuli ist subject. When it comes to where, that is a person, we take it as a Sabina ist glücklich or Sabina ist ledig. Ledig. Anything that we can say. So it give an answer who is happy, as in where ist das, so Sabina ist glücklich. So who is that? Sabina ist ledig or Sabina ist glücklich. This give me an answer. A nominative always gives an answer to the two questions, that is your was oder wer. Was ist für Sache, wer ist für Person. Now if we see these questions in the, like we have seen the article der, die, das und die in bestimmter article. We have seen the article in unbestimmter, that is ein, eine, ein, and we don't have in this. There is also your negation, which is your kein, keine, kein, wieder se keine, wieder keine. So now these are all what? That is kein, keine, kein, keine. Now these are what? These are for the definite, these are your indefinite, and this is for the negation that it comes. So when it comes to the negation, we have done this one particular question, the answer, das ist Kuli, das Kuli ist billig, that is subject. Now if I give a question, is das ein Kuli, is das ein Kuli? Now if giving an answer to this is a no, if we have to give, we are going to say nein. Das ist kein Kuli. Why did we take as a kein? Why didn't we take it as a keiner? Because it is your der, ein. Kuli is your masculine. So we have taken as a kein, as a der. So kein always comes in the negation with the noun. It is always with the noun. It is not with the any other thing. It is always with the noun. When it comes to nein, that is nein, das ist kein Kuli. No, this is not pen. So these are your negation that takes. So these are all your negation, that is kein, keiner, kein and keiner. If we take one more example related to it, is das ist, das Tasche ist, das Tasche ist teuer, das Tasche ist teuer. Now Tasche is what? Tasche is your D. The same thing if we say is das Tasche teuer. Here we are going to say nein. Das Tasche ist nicht teuer. So what am I going to do here? I am using the negation as a nicht. But here what did I use? I have used kein because I am talking about the noun here. Now I am talking about this here, whether it is expensive or not. So I have written is das Tasche teuer? Nein, das Tasche ist nicht teuer, is not expensive. So teuer is what? Teuer is my adjective. It is not my noun. So when it comes to noun, you use your kein, keiner, kein, keiner according to the gender. And when it comes to the other part of the negation, that is an adjective, then we always used your nicht with it. Now, when it comes to your nominative case related to the nominative verbs. If we see some verbs related to nominative verben. Now what kind of a verbs that comes with the nominative, that we are going to take a look, is your sein, we have your werden, we have bleiben, and we also have heißen. Now sein is to be, werden is to become, bleiben is to stay, and heißen is to be called. Now before just making a sentence related to it, we'll just see some of those the conjugation that happens with the sein. Like if I have to say sein, I'm going to write my subject and then I'm going to do the conjugation. Ich bin, du bist, ist, es ist, and sie ist. Wir sind. Ihr seid. Sie sind and sie sind. So we have here I am, you are, he is, it is, she is. We are, you all are, they are, and you as a formal you are. When it comes to your hyphen, how we conjugate with this is your ich heiße. Now these are all with the nominative case, that is all with the verbs that comes with the nominative. Du heißt, heißt, sie heißt, es heißt. Wir heißen, ihr heißt, sie heißen, and sie with the capital is again heißen. Für werden, that is to become. We are also going to see some sentences related to it when it comes to the nominative with these verbs. So, ich werde, du wirst, wird, sie wird, es wird. Wir werden, ihr werdet, sie werden, again says sie werden. That is the conjugation related to the werden, heißen and sein, and the lastly that we take it as a bleiben, that is to stay. So again it comes with the ich bleibe, du bleibst, bleibt, sie bleibt, es bleibt. Wir bleiben, ihr bleibt, sie bleiben, and sie bleiben. The conjugations ist sehr wichtig für Formulieren die Sätze. So when it comes to the formulating the sentences, we really need verbs, we really need the right conjugation as well. Seeing all this, let's just take up some sentences related to the sein in the nominative case. When it comes to the sein, we can make some sentence like if I say, ich bin pünktlich. Ich bin pünktlich, that is, I am punctual. Ist Lehrer. Ist Lehrer. He is teacher. Sie ist Ärztin. Sie ist Ärztin. She is doctor. Now, when it comes to heißen, heißt Markus. Heißt Markus. Der Hund heißt, der Hund, Hund ist Dog. Der Hund heißt Shooter. werden. When it comes to the werden, we take it as a wird, sich Jahre alt. Wird sich Jahre alt. Sie wird Architektur bleiben. If we take the bleiben, then here it is what? Bleibt im Bett, in the bed. Sie bleibt zu Hause, she stays at the house. Zu Hause. Now, when it comes to ich bin pünktlich, the subject, that is a nominative, ist Lehrer, the subject is doing the action. So that is your ich bin pünktlich, ist Lehrer, sie ist Ärztin, she, heißt Markus, der Hund heißt Shooter, wird 30 Jahre alt, he becomes 30 years old, sie wird Architektur, bleibt im Bett, he stays in bed, and sie bleibt zu Hause, she stays at the house. Now these are what? These are all your sentences related to the nominative. In the starting, we have seen some articles related to it. We have started from the bestimmter and unbestimmter article in the nominative case, that is ein, eine, ein, and then der, die, das, die. When it comes to your second slide that we have seen the questions that comes is with the nominative, that is here it comes with the nominative. That is for the Sache and Person, that is was and where. Was ist das? Wer ist das? And then next we have seen are the nominative verben, that is the verbs that falls into the nominative case always. These are the conjugations related to it which will help making the sentences. Now these we have as an individual sentences with the sein, heißen, werden and bleiben related to it. So that makes your nominative case with the verb. Now let's just take a look into the adjective Endung, adjective Endungen, adjective Endungen im nominative case. Now adjective Endungen im nominative case, as in we have the article, we have the noun, we have the verb. Now let's just look onto this, adding some adjective into it, but what is an Endungen? Let's just take a look into this. When it comes to the bestimmter article, that is der, die, das and die, that is plural. That when these article comes, we have the endings with them is your e, and en. So these are the definite article and they have their adjective Endungen with this. We have indefinite article, that is ein, eine, ein, and we have nothing with the plural. Now adjective Endungen with these ones, we have er, we have e, we have es, and then we have en with this. Now there are owner article noun as well. Without article, there are nouns which takes the adjective Endungen as er, e, es, and e. So according to this, we have these in adjective Endungen, and with the help of this, we'll be seeing some phrases related to it. Like for example, let's just take up this one. If we say das if we have to say the big car cost more money. So if I have to say this, then I'm going to say this as a gross. Gross is my big, but I'm going to add here as e with it. So das große Auto kostet. Why I have written e? Because with the ending we have your e here with the das. So das große Auto kostet viel Geld. The same sentence, if I use it with the ein, so I'm going to change my ending with the adjective. How? Das große becomes what? In this we have es. So das großes Auto, ein großes Auto kostet viel Geld. That is our ending, adjective ending. Again, if we have to say it with the owner article, that is großes Auto, großes Auto kostet viel Geld. The same sentence with definite, the same sentence with indefinite, and the same sentence owner article. Now, if we take some other example, when it comes to der dash man geht spazieren. Now if I have to say the old man, so I'm going to say this as a alter. Der alte Mann geht spazieren, it's go for the walk. But the same if I say sentence in the unbestimmter article, I'm going to say ein alter Mann. That is, we have our e with it. So ein alter Mann geht spazieren. Or alter Mann, again I can take it as a alter Mann geht spazieren. The same way if I say das helle Zimmer ist mein Wohnzimmer. The brightest room is my living room. Das helle Zimmer ist mein Wohnzimmer. But the same if I take it with the Unbestimmter, ein helles Zimmer ist mein Wohnzimmer. So we can see this here, our adjective endings are according with the particular noun form. Große Auto. Why? Because it is with the das we have here E. When it comes to ein großes Auto, why? Because we have here ES. The same without owner article, that is again here we have großes again. Großes Auto kostet viel Geld. And the same way we have der alte, that is E with the masculine. So der alte Mann geht spazieren. Ein alter Mann geht spazieren. Alter because it is your ER here. Das helle Zimmer ist mein Wohnzimmer. Ein helles Zimmer ist mein Wohnzimmer. So that is the ending will keep on changing. That is what is your adjective endung in the nominative case according to the noun. Whatever the noun is, according to that we are going to do our adjective endung. Now, it's not that the nominative will always, the subject will always comes at the starting. The subject can also comes at the in the later part of the sentence as well. Like for example, if I say die Frau wohnt Die Frau wohnt seit 10 Jahren in diesem Haus. The Frau lives since 10 years in this house. So now here what is the nominative? The nominative is die Frau. But it's not the case that the die Frau will always comes in the starting of the sentences. If we make the sentence as seit 10 Jahren wohnt die Frau in diesem Haus. So can you see? Die Frau is here in the later part of the sentence, which is again, this is a nominative, that is a subject. Again, this is a subject, that is a nominative. So always remember there won't be possible always the possibility that the sentence the subject is always at the starting of the sentence. It can be in the later part of the sentence as well. So that is what is the nominative case we have is all about. Okay. Okay, so let's just reflect back on the what we have done up until related to the nominative case. We have started our lecture with the bestimmter and unbestimmter article. We have seen some of the examples related to it. Was befindet sich an der Schultasche? Now these are what we have in the Schultasche. There are multiple objects that are there. Wir haben viele oder verschiedene Sachen in der Schultasche. Ein Kuli, eine Geldtasche, ein Lienel. The same way we have der Kugelschreiber, die Buntstift, das Lienel, das Buch, das Heft, die Buntstifte. Buntstifte, that is a color pen. Seeing these words, we have taken one of the word for making some sentence. Was ist das? Das ist Kuli. Das ist ein Kuli. you can say this as a das ist ein Kuli. Das Kuli ist billig. That pen is teuer, expensive or cheap. Ist das ein Kuli? Nein, das ist kein Kuli. Now here what we did, we have seen some are definite article, that is bestimmter article, indefinite article, that is unbestimmter article, and our negation, that is kein, keiner, kein and keiner. The nominative case also have some verbs with it, that is heißen, sein, werden oder bleiben. When it comes to the conjugation, say das ist sehr wichtig für formulieren die Sätze. Sein, ich bin, du bist, sie, es ist. Wir sind, ihr seid, sie sind and sie sind. Ich heiße, du heißt, sie, es heißt. Wir heißen, ihr heißt, sie heißen. Ich werde, du wirst, sie, es wird. Wir werden, ihr werdet, sie werden. Und bleiben ist to stay. Ich bleibe, du bleibt, sie, es bleibt. Wir bleiben, ihr bleibt and sie bleiben. Now, seeing those conjugation, we have also taken some of the sentences related to it, that is all in the nominative form, that is for the subject. Now, sein, ich bin pünktlich, I am punctual, ist Lehrer, ist Lehrer und sie ist Ärztin. Heißt Markus, der Hund heißt Shooter. Wird 30 Jahre alt, sie wird Architektur, bleibt im Bett, sie bleibt zu Hause. Now, very important, when it comes to an adjective endungen, that is in nominative case, these are all the adjectives endings which we have focused on the sentences related to it and how it goes with the bestimmter article, unbestimmter article and owner article. When it comes to the owner article, we can take one example, we can see an example, freundliche, Frau arbeitet im Büro. So what did I do here? When it comes to the freundliche, we have what? We have feminine, Frau, feminine. So we have taken here as E with it, that is freundliche. So freundliche Frau arbeitet im Büro, works in the office. The same way we have seen das große Auto becomes ein großes Auto. Why? Because it comes as a es when it comes to the neutrum. Der alte Mann becomes ein alter Mann. Why? Because in the unbestimmter it is your er. Das Hellzimmer becomes ein helles Zimmer. So when it comes to an adjective endungen, it should be focused on your definite, bestimmter, unbestimmter and owner article, and according to that we can put an ending. Das ist alles, that is all from my side. I think that is all. I have made it clear with the nominative case because we have focused all in the nominative in this particular session. Danke und einen schönen Tag noch.